What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another very special day, Chef Sawyer Sunday. You guys are getting the idea of it. Today I'm making fish tacos. Super simple, quick, easy deliciousness, okay? Right here, guys, I got a yellow tail snapper. Beautiful whole fish, nice and fresh, never frozen. So I'm gonna show you guys how to break down a fish right now. So we're gonna lift up the fin and we're gonna go ahead and make an incision right there. We're just going to want to go ahead and follow the spine, follow the dorsal fin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to put my knife all the way down and I'm going to just pull gently. I'm going to let my knife feel exactly where it should be going. I have to free it up around the rib cage. Alright, so I came all the way out the tail side, and now I'm just gonna spin it around and come all the way over to the rib cage and just go ahead and separate it. So here's one fillet looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna flip it over to the other side and do the same thing. A diagonal cut, and now I'm gonna start by the tail, put my knife right against the spine of the fish and go all the way up. And now from this point I'm just gonna drag it from the tail to the rib cage while I'm pressing down with my knife, but not pressing too hard because we don't want to slice into the bone or anything like that. I'll go ahead and remove my tail. I'll keep some pressure on the fish while I just go ahead and bring my knife around. And we're just about done here. Now you can see we have two nice fillets of yellowtail snapper. This is a beautiful fish, nice and fresh, delicate flavor, and you can see there's not much meat on this body left at all. Now I'll show you what you can do with the rest of it though. We'll take our fillets and we'll put them on a plate. And now guys, here's a little trick that restaurants do that they won't teach you at home, is we'll take a spoon and we'll go ahead and we'll scrape all the meat stuck to this skeleton, and we'll use this to make fritters, fish cakes, anything like that. You can go ahead and press with a lot of pressure because the spoon is not going to cut into these bones. And you can see I'm getting some good meat right there that the knife isn't able to pick up because of the skeleton. Alright, look, that's a good bit of meat left over, alright? I'm just going to come in behind the head. Make sure we're really missing no pieces here. Fish is expensive, and you guys got to get your money's worth. Get your spoon in there and press hard and scrape. And right here left over, you have almost a whole entire amount for a fish burger. You know, you can do a lot with this. And you guys can see that our fish carcass is entirely see-through. There's no meat left on that at all. Now this is still good. You could throw it away, but it also makes a beautiful fish stock. So if you just go ahead and put it into a pan with some onions and carrots and fennel, you can get an excellent soup. There's still a lot of flavor left in this carcass, all right? I got Amanda, I want you. All right, so here I have some tortillas. I have some fresh radishes, some lime and cilantro, some onions, and some mango. And that's gonna go ahead and make a very simple yet very advanced taco. Tacos are great because you guys can do whatever you want with them. If you like avocado, guacamole, pineapple, you can put on your taco whatever you want. Basically, I love tacos because they're simple yet amazing. You can add whatever you want to it. And making a fresh fish taco is boom, boom, quick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and make a quick, easy salad. I'm gonna take our fresh radishes and I'm gonna remove the stems and the leaves. And these are great, you know, don't get rid of that. I'm just going to go ahead and give it a rough chop. And then with our radish greens, I'm going to go ahead and add some cilantro too. All right, so here's our cilantro and our radish greens, rough chop. You don't have to go too fine or too fancy. And I'll go ahead and throw that in a bowl. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the radishes. We'll get rid of that little stem on the end. Nobody wants a vegetable noodle in their mouth. And I'm just going to go ahead and slice these. If you guys have a mandolin works great for this. Initially, I'm just cutting them into circles, but then I'm going to come back and just give it a rough chop. And what makes radishes great in a taco, their crunchiness, their freshness, their color adds a lot to a dish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take our radish and cilantro salad. I'm going to add the radishes. I'm going to add some fresh lime juice to our salad. Acidity is very important. Very, very important. You need acidity in almost every single recipe. And after the lime is done, we're just going to go ahead and season. Little salt, little pepper, and just a little splash of extra virgin olive oil. And we're going to go ahead and mix that up. Looking bright, vibrant, smelling fresh, and this is going to be a great topper to our taco. As far as the fish goes, you don't need much on it. You can do some blackening spice if you would like. That's always good. I'm just going to hit ours with a little bit of salt and pepper. At the very least, that's all you need. But you can get as fancy and creative with this recipe as you want. I'm leaving the skin on. That's totally okay. I have my saute pan getting nice and hot. You know what? I did decide to go ahead and add some blackening seasoning to it. So you can find this mixture in any supermarket. There's tons of varieties of it. Mainly it's going to consist of paprika, cayenne, lemon. There's a lot of different mixtures. So grab your favorite brand, and after you lather up your filet with some salt and pepper, you can go ahead and just load it on there. This stuff is great on fish. It's great on a fish taco. But I would still add some salt and pepper to your fish if you're going to use blackening spice. And that's looking really good. I have my pan, it's smoking hot, which means it's ready. I will go ahead and add our fish, skin side down. And that's going to take anywhere between 5 and 9 minutes, depending on how high your heat is and how thick your fillet will be. While our fish is cooking, we're going to go ahead and we have our hot saute pan that's been heating up, and we're going to take our tortillas and we're going to just throw them in there, stacked 2 high, 1, 2, and get those starting to heat up. After these are starting to get a little charred and crispy, you're going to go ahead and flip them over. That's why you stack them 2 high. You don't want to grill each individual side of the tortillas or they'll become too dry and crispy. So you stack them 2 high and you grill both of them on one side each. As soon as your tortillas have gotten brown and crispy on both sides, you can go ahead, take them on a plate, stack them all up like that. Cover it with a towel or a paper towel or anything like that to go ahead and keep them warm and keep the steam in there and let them stay nice and steamy and delicious goodness. On top of every great taco is some finely diced white onion. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some nice fine dice out of this. You don't need a whole lot unless you really, really like onion. I'm just going to take off that top part. This is really just garnish. Turn it sideways. This is exactly how I want my onion looking for a taco. Last up is our mango. When you're talking about well-rounded flavors, you think of salty, savory, acid. Like I said, our lime is essential. The cilantro is a great flavor. Sweet is also one of those as well. So in our taco, I have some mango. Guys, mangoes have a seed that is long and flat, just like this. So you want to find which way the seed is running, and then you can carve off both sides of it, and then you can come back and take a little more off the edges. And this is about the exact shape of the seed. Now this part is great for just this part's for you, okay? Great job on your tacos. Treat yourself. Now I'm gonna separate the mango flesh from the skin. So basically, I'm gonna treat it just like the filleting of fish. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig in. I'm gonna push my knife flat, and boom, mango. Now guys, for these large, long, flat pieces, you're probably okay to go ahead and run a spoon around the outside as you would an avocado or something similar. And you can just go ahead and pop out a huge piece like that. One more time. Take your spoon, put it in around the skin, and just push, force your way around, swivel the spoon, and squeeze it out. It comes out nice and easy. And there we have some very nice pieces of mango. I'm gonna lay our mango flat side down so we don't risk rocking and cutting ourselves. And we're just gonna cut it into nice, long, flat strips. This is gonna complement the fish perfectly. The spiciness from our blackening seasoning, the acidity. This is gonna tie the whole dish together. And now it's time to assemble our taco. All right, so our fish just came out of the pan, and as you can see, it's nice and flaky. That's perfect. That's how you know it's cooked, and that's exactly what you want for a fish taco. The blackened fillet may look like it's burnt, but this is just exactly how the blackening is supposed to look. After you sear it, it's gonna receive this very dark, roasted color to it, so that's great. And now that you guys have everything ready, it's time to assemble our tacos. So here's how we're gonna do it. 2 tortillas. We're gonna take a little bit of our fish right on there. And you can just go ahead and shred it up like that. That's great. Some nice big chunks. Cilantro, radish salad, a beautiful piece of mango right next to it. Just a pinch of some finely diced onions for some crunch and some flavor. So this is our finished product. Super simple. Put it together in about 30 minutes, start to finish. Let's go ahead and test the fruits of our labor. Oh, it's so good. Cooking is all about having well-rounded flavors. The salty, the sweet, the sour. You can't beat this. You can't get a better one at a restaurant, and your friends certainly can't make a better one either unless they watch this video. Thanks for tuning in to Chef Sawyer Sunday. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, post it on Facebook, and see you guys next week. Cut.